Hi there everyone, it's Esther Herbert. I'm in for another video visit and I'm just delighted that you took the time today to listen and be with me. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. Today I want to talk about something that is a difficult topic, I think, for all of us, because no one likes to go through any kind of loss. That loss can be a death of someone that you love so much, and when they pass away, you wonder if having that to deal with, the loss of someone you loved and spent time with and enjoyed, whether a family member or it could be a good friend or even someone at work that you have gotten close to, it's a tough time. There's losses of a pet, and that is gut-wrenching for a lot of people as well, because they are part of your family. So you wonder how to deal with that loss. There is a loss of a friendship, maybe not through the person passing, but just the loss of having someone in your life who you enjoyed, that you got along with, that you felt that, hey, you know, this person is going to be in my life for a long time and they are very special, and you just clicked, you connected. And if that friendship dissolves for whatever reason, that is very difficult. So I'm here today to talk not only about loss, but I'm talking about the kind of loss that you don't just work through and you just go, okay, you know, that's sad, I've dealt with my emotions, and away I go. It doesn't always work that way. I won't be dealing with maybe today with you know, the passing of someone near and dear to you. I'm going to talk about personally, without of course naming too many names, obviously. But I had recently the loss of a friendship, and that friendship was maybe just even in the beginning stages. But that friendship meant an awful lot to me, because in this world, you know, there's a lot of people that you connect with for different reasons. And this particular person I connected with because she was a spiritual person, and she was somebody that I could relate to and that I could talk with. And it just was an amazing thing to meet someone at my age, I'm 61, and that you just have that dynamic connection. And without obviously going into details, but you know, they didn't want to continue the friendship. And the reason I'm being vulnerable and talking about this is because, you know, I think we've all gone through those type of hurts. You've been disappointed, particularly in the person, but disappointed in the fact that your closeness has dissolved. And what do you do with that? And for me, you know, I did the usual things at this time of year that would help me. So, you know, I've done the walking, I've done some talking about it with very dear friends here in where I live in Canada. And, you know, nothing seemed to help, because you think you'd be getting somewhere. Like, I listened to great inspirational talks, and that seemed to help immensely. And then it wouldn't. And I kept taking a couple of steps forward and so many steps back. And I thought to myself, because obviously if you're emotionally involved, it's a different ball game, and it's a little bit harder to just go, okay, well, I've made all the right things, I've done all the right things, and I've listened to all the right things, and I'm okay. And sometimes it doesn't work out that way, and I'm sure that you can relate to that. You know, you do everything that you can. You know, you might talk to a psychotherapist. You might talk to a very good friend. You might work through prayer if you're a praying person. You listen to great talks on the radio that really lift your spirits normally. You do everything that you can. You know, you've tried the talking with this person and that has fallen flat. You've done everything that you can, and you're still not getting any headway. For me personally, I love to swim, and so not only this particular stressor, but I have many other at this particular time in my life of stressing at work, etc. And it's you know, you think that swimming will make all the difference in the world because it's my biggest passion, but even swimming didn't seem to clear my head and help me through all of the different stresses that I have right now in my life. And that was very discouraging to me. So I have a friend, my best USA friend, Janice, down in Tennessee, and I talked to her, and I've talked to her, and I've talked to her, and bless her heart, and I've talked to her. And, it doesn't solve the problem immediately, but, to be able to just unleash, honestly, vulnerability out on the table, everything going on, it's made a dent. And not for lack of trying on my part or Janice's part, but it's something that, okay, this is going to take a while, because this person that is no longer my friend is was important, whatever you want to say, and you just can't forget and go on and you go about your life. And even though, like I said, you do everything right, there's something that's just, it hurts. And it really hurts because you had such high hopes for it. I guess that's the reason. And I'm sure you can understand that. You have someone or something in your life that you're so excited about. And when it falls flat, then what do? The usual things, breathing exercise, walking, swimming, talking to people, it hasn't helped, So you just keep in the midst of the pain. You keep going. You hold the hand, if you're a spiritual person, of the one above you. You hold the hand tight and you just go, okay, this isn't just going to disappear overnight, but it will get healed. It will get healed. And I think, in my particular way of believing, that God will have someone better along the way. And I believe that 100%. Now, getting emotionally healed so that you can find that other person that might become the greatest friend, great. Enjoy the people that you have. They've been with you through thick and thin. The excitement of a new friendship, yay, but cling to the people that have walked with you every single step of your life, whether it's been for 40 years like Janice, or my best friend up here, Anna, has been my friend for 21 years. You cling to these type of people and you say, hey, you've been with me through thick and thin, and that means so much. So I hate to say it, but hang in there, because your healing is coming. Your mental health will be restored. You won't be despondent and sad and so forth forever. It will pass. My mom always said that saying, this too shall pass. And I always thought, yeah, Mom, whatever. But it's so true, because it does pass. And you'll find better things as you go on through life. Keep faithful to the spiritual things that you have in life, because that will make all the difference. Stay faithful to your mental health regime. That will make a difference. And just know that you are important, and that mental health of yours is so important. So God bless you. I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk again. Okay, bye for now.